Okay, so today's one's two things. One, it's a follow-up from yesterday's video, explaining an example as to why, when facing multiple assailants, this is the best action to take. And number two, the video's about why carrying a weapon with you to hopefully help protect yourself can be worse, often is worse, than not carrying a weapon at all. Okay, so if you're, say, carrying a knife with you to help protect yourself and you face multiple assailants, if you don't act like you did in my last video explaining on what's the best action to take, then you could end up in more trouble than what it's worth. So I'll explain a story back when I just finished school and I was at college. Okay, used to play pool at a pub with a mate. Okay, at the time he was a mate, and so I'm not going to tell you what pub it is. We got drunk, okay, and we're heading back to his flat, okay, to have some more beer. Okay, so I had my own pool cue that I brought off someone down the pub for 20 quid. It was great, it was a brilliant cue, and it was one of those cues that you screw two of them together to make a whole cue, and then you unscrew it and you have two half cues, if that makes sense. So it's one of those. So I'm carrying that, and we saw a group of people. So there was 5 of them, and we knew who they were because they were always at it. So they started coming towards us, so we knew we were in trouble. So what I did is I unscrewed the pool cue, gave him half and me half, okay, and he didn't want half, so so I had 2 half ball cues, okay, which isn't great. It's better just to have one, really. So anyway, you go. So they come up to me, and a guy at the front confronts me and say, "Look, just leave us alone, okay? Because not afraid to use the cue, okay?" And he sort of doubts it, grabs the cue, okay, and we're sort of playing tug of war on this cue, and luckily I managed to pull the cue off him. What I should have done was should have just poked him with the cue and acted like I did explain in the last video. But so as he grabbed the one cue, I dropped the other, okay, so the other cue's on the floor. Managed to pull it off him, but then I get rugby tackled to the floor, okay, which obviously I didn't have the ball cue on me anymore, okay. Then I got beaten up and attacked by my own ball cue, okay. So carrying a weapon to help protect yourself, if you face multiple assailants, there's a very, very high chance you'll get attacked by your own weapon, okay. I was quite lucky in the sense of I got hit on the top of the head, which created a lot of blood, which made them stop, okay. And then after that I've gone up, sort of, they said, don't grass on us, blah, 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 blah. Because I was an idiot. I shook their hand, go, yeah, fair play, whatever. and they walked off. Okay, then I went down to the hospital, and at the hospital they usually lock the doors at night, just so they don't get any drunk idiots like us knocking on the, trying to harass the nurses or whatever. So they didn't let us in at first, and then I said, look, got on my shoulders blood, and then what they did is they put some glue in my head, and then I was off, all good to go. And I sort of woke up with a few bruises. But the moral of the story is carrying your own weapon is often a lot more dangerous than not carrying a weapon at all. Okay, for that reason. And then also I released a video yesterday on one of the best ways to deal with multiple assailants. You might want to watch that. But basically it would be, an example of it would be, is if I went, so basically it's just explaining, go for the first person with full aggression, okay? So the rest of them think you're a nutter and don't want a piece of you. So if I don't know, attacked him with the first person with the snooker cue, got him in the legs, ribs, etc., and took him down big time with, full volume, okay, screaming my head off, making out I'm an absolute crazy person, do you think the rest of them would back off and leave you alone? Do you think they'd sort of stand back and not want a piece of it? Okay, so in training, you want to train really hard, break as much sweat as you can, put in full effort, so then you don't have to put as much effort in the real situation. But yeah, so that's basically a video on why carrying your own weapon is often more dangerous than not carrying your own weapon. Okay, if you like the video, put a thumbs up. Don't like the video, put a thumbs down. And if you do put the thumbs down, it'd be awesome if you could mention in the comments section why the video was rubbish, so that way I can learn and give you better videos to watch in the future. Okay, but yeah, if you want to subscribe, please do click that bell notification if you want to get notified when I release new videos. But yeah, so today's video is on Friday, so I wish you all a fantastic weekend, and keep training hard, guys, and keep educating yourselves, and keep you and your loved ones safe. Okay, peace, all the best, love you all, cheers.